Um,
Have a look at our Deadeye.
hmm?
Look at the Panzer M10. He's got 4 kills, so I'm guessing he's pretty good.
Okay.
It looks bad for us, but I've seen it worse, and let's pull it back. So let's see what performance. What questions do you have? Sorry.
Oh, yes. I noticed that there are, gold tanks available for purchase and whatnot, but they don't build into anything. So, what I've come to think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is like gold tanks, it's just a way for. No offense to the makers of the game. They make a great game, but it's just a way for them to make some extra money. And whenever you purchase a gold tank, you in reality don't get that much out of it because it doesn't help you progress far unless you're also buying even more gold to convert that
No,
free experience afterwards.
nope.
No?
You've misunderstood what gold tanks are for. Gold
Ah.
tanks have hidden bonuses that they should advertise, but they don't. Gold tanks can train any crew of the same type. So if you buy a Russian gold tank that is heavy, you can train any Russian heavy crew in it. Normally, if you put a crew into a different tank, you have to retrain them. You don't with a gold tank. So if you take your, let's say a KV-1, you had a KV-1 crew, you
Okay.
decided to take that crew and put it in your Churchill tank, that you can buy a Churchill gold tank.
Yeah.
Then you can train them in that, and then put them back into the KV-1, and then back in the Churchill, and then back, and they will gain experience just fine in both. Not only that, gold tanks are a quarter of as expensive to repair, and they earn more credits. They have massive profit margins. So not only can you use them as training, but they earn a lot of silver too.
Oh, okay. So they're not entirely useless like I thought.
No, they're useless for progressing experience, but they're not useless at all. At all.
Okay, so they're
For
like
yep, like,
the gold tanks are for gold farmers? No.
that's for
Oh,
silver farm. Yeah, if you
yeah.
want to earn some silver, some credits, and the great thing about them is, premium always runs out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, no matter how much money you spend, premium will eventually run it. The cool thing about gold tanks is that they will never be taken away from you. So if you buy a good gold tank that you enjoy playing, and you have a lot of crews that can be trained on it, you can play that whenever you need silver, and gain that silver even if you've ran out of premium, which can pay for your expensive tanks. If you've played the game for 2 years, for example, don't want to buy premium anymore because you've been buying it for 2 years, and you still want to play your top tanks, you can use your gold tanks to keep your silver flow going.
Ah, okay. So we did lose. And we didn't actually stay up in the very top on that
That's
either.
because of our tank types. If you notice, there's just nothing we could have done. As we got
Mm-hmm.
up there, we did a few shots, we absorbed a few shots. There's not much else we could have done in that battle, unfortunately. The higher up in the tiers, the more control you have. It doesn't mean you're useless. We definitely did something, but it's all about edging your bets. Us playing well edges our bets in our favor. But if our top tiers play poorly, that edges the bets worse against us. And that means we have less control. Even if we play amazingly, we could still lose. That's the unfortunate thing about having a 15-man team and also spread tier groups. But, over 100 battles, that evens out quite nicely.
Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing probably the ones that if you were going to buy for gold, you'd probably end up getting these tier 8s to help silver farm.
Tier 8s are generally the nice ones, but not necessarily. A very, 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 very nice one if you want to learn the top tiers is the T-34. T-34 is a bit slow with a really good gun and decent armor, and that earns a lot of silver because of that. The reason I recommend that as a top tier is because of it's decent all round. It's pretty easy to play, but I don't recommend buying any top tier tanks until you've got there yourself. And the reason I recommend that is because remember, whenever you go up a tier, you now meet a tier higher enemies. So
Yeah.
the first time you got tier 5, you met tier 7 tanks, and all of a sudden they're really fucking scary because you've never fought them before. And you've got to learn where they're weak to, how powerful their gun is, how fast they are, how fast they rotate. You have all these new possibilities. If you buy a tier 8, you have to worry about tier 10s, tier 8, 9s, tier 8, every tank in the game. So if you go for that purchase before you've learnt the game, you'll probably struggle a lot. So it's nicer to buy a medium tank around the tier 5 mark, which allows you to relax in the game and alternate between your normal tank and your tier 5 tank, and enjoy the game more. Yeah, there you go. It was a gold tank you can buy for tier 7, and tier 7's pretty nice as well. So yeah, if you wanted to buy a gold tank right now, for example, one of the nicer ones I would say would be something like the Churchill, the Matilda, or the American Ram 2 or the T-14. These sort of tier 5s have good guns or good armor and also have a custom tier group. You don't really platoon with them because they only see maximum as tier 6. They don't see maximum tier 7s like normal tier 5s. They have a hidden bonus again of only going against 1 tier highs instead of 2 tier highs.
Huh.
Yeah. Lots of little things like that make them really profitable and nice to play. The thing is, they're really useless against tier 7s because generally speaking, they have decent armor. That against the tier higher becomes useless armor. And their gun is decent against their own tiers, okay against tier 6s, but crap against tier 7s. So you find that they are really nice when you're going against tier 4s, 5s, and 6, but really shitty against tier 7s. And Wargame have noticed that, and because you pay for it, they kind of, suit the matchmaking to your needs. And you never progress with XP, so you don't stay on them forever.
Mm-hmm. And do you think that the Russian version of the Churchill will actually go on sale when the 50% off sale hits in, like, I think it's like 5 hours?
I don't know. You might as well wait.
I know that the Churchill and the Crusader British tanks go on sale, but it didn't mention if the other Churchill goes on sale.
Well, probably not then, but we'll
Probably
see.
not.
Probably not.
Okay.
But then again, you only try and buy into the group that you're playing. For example, you are playing British tanks, you should buy the Black Prince because you can then shove your medium tank crews into it to train them up.
Mm-hmm.
So always try and buy into the sort of groups you buy. I bought, for example, the Matilda because it's a med tank and I drive the Russian meds. So, that's the way I did it. And then I bought the KV5 because my friend had a T-34 and a Louis. One friend had a Louis, one had a T-34, so I bought the KV5. So we just because.
Just because.
We had one of each, yeah. So we had just one of each. And it's a nice tank. It was really frustrating to learn, but once you learn it, it's a really powerful tank. Not as powerful as some. It has its soft spots in the sense of it's really nice when you're against tier 8s maximum and mostly tier 7s. It's invincible. Okay. But anyway, let's have a look. Mostly tier 4s. So we're really powerful in this. So we can really turn this battle. I recommend that we go over to the G0. So really far out on that side.
Okay.
There's a lot of terrain that we can use for our advantage. Remember, this tank is really good when you go over a hill. And notice no artillery. Hooray! So we can pop over the hill and not have to worry about the click of doom.
And do you happen to use any mods for this game, or do you actually play it fully vanilla?
I play fully vanilla, but that's a personal choice.
I've liked the new crosshair and the icon pack because it color codes some of the important things. Like, you'll know if there's an artillery on the map because it's got a purple icon.
Well, I know there's an artillery on the map because it's a square.
Ah.
As you can see, the heavies are 3 bars, mediums are 2 bars, lights are 1 whole thing, doesn't have any bars.
Okay.
Upside down triangles are TDs and squares are artillery. On the right hand side and left hand side, they are silvery color if they're a heavy or a medium, they're blue if they're a TD, and red if they're an artillery.
Ah, okay.
So there's extra cues there. I don't see. I understand why people have mods, and we did a special on mods over at Riveting TV, and it explains why people like mods and why they go for them, and why it's fine to do mods, but it's just a personal choice. I choose not to.
Those sub-mods are definitely not okay.
Which ones?
The ones that let you zoom out with the artillery and zoom out farther than you're supposed to?
Yeah, ones like that has been up for debate. Some people say it just improves the game, other people say it cheats. But yeah, it does give you an unfair advantage over people who don't have that.
Looks like that one went right through.
Okay, there's one tank destroyer down.
Yep, that's the one I was working on, and you finished off. Great job. Remember, taking out a gun first is more important than spreading damage.
Oh,
Right, there's
careful.
a Stug 3 there. He's managed to track me.
Yep, I am...
Damage on him when he's focusing on me.
I'm moving up to do that.
Quickly.
He's down.
Nice. Okay, look at the mini-map. what's going on. We have a huge contingent in the middle. We have a few scouts going out into their base where there's a TD, and the rest of their forces up the north there. We're very light in the north, so let's go back up the north. Why not?
Okay.
There's KB1 in the middle that we should be worried about.
Yeah.
So this is what I like to call situational awareness and adapting to the battle. If you just sit to your plan and just complain about the teammates losing their battles, you're not helping. If you watch the battles and see your teammates losing, like up there, 2 T-34s storming our base right now, killing everyone who tries to stand against them. If we aren't moving back right now, our team has got to fall. There's no way they can defend us. If we go back, there's a chance.
And also, we can probably pick off that M3 Lee that's leading the charge by himself.
If we can, that'd be great before the T-34s get there. Because we're going to have a hell of a time facing the T-34s anyway.
Alright, prepare yourself. There's the T-34s.
Spotted us.
Punch right through the
Right, M3 Lee's down. The T-34s decide to ignore us. I remember there's a T-28 to our left, so let's be careful. Shit, and
There's a B1 also.
Okay. Right, we need to engage the T-34s, so come around the corner. The B1's quite slow, let's ignore him. Let's try and take out the T-34s.
If only my driving skills were as good as yours.
Right, turn around. Let's heal the B1. Turn around.
Okay.
Oh, that was close.
Oh, crike. Crike.
Get into cover, let him come around the corner.
We nailed it bad.
Alright, good job.
Right, we can now use him as cover for the B1 who's coming in.
Alright, there's that one T-34 left. Took him out.
The armor is destroyed. One of our tracks is damaged. Ammo storage is hit. We're lucky it didn't blow.
Shit. Oh,
Oh, no,
fuck,
what happened?
I'm so busy, I didn't notice we were capping.
Oh! I thought we died!
Oh wow, that was good, man. That was really good.
gotta
So good. We almost cleared that defense on our own. Ah, I was shitting myself because I thought that B1 was about to finish me off, and we obviously had that T-34 still at 82% health. But we totally stopped their attack. All three of the last remaining enemies were on the offensive. The A-13 was not far behind the B1. So we were dealing with them all. Look at that, 3% HP. Woo!
And we also scored in second and third place, you being
Yes.
in second.
Exactly.
And I got a lovely Abrams medal.
Yes, well done. Oh, that was intense. Whew. I wasn't sure if we could pull that off, but we did. Good job, sir. 21,000 profits. What did you get?
I got... Well, let's actually take a look back at that. I just bought a gun. I made a 12,000 profit.
Nice. Not bad. But yeah, just for anyone who wants to know, that is the result I got. I'm going to paste it into the platoon. So you are 25,000 near income, but it was 20,000 profit. So that was really nice. It's the more credits you receive, and it's the important thing of noticing the bread line. Every penny you make over where you break even is profit. So when you're thinking about things like premium, if you are breaking even every single game when you're not playing premium, you would be gaining half of what you earned in pure profit every single game. So if you break even every game, you're doing okay. But if you had premium, you'll be making profit every single game of half as much as what you made in the game. So it makes a huge difference. And, in my opinion, it makes the game so much nicer. But that's the idea, isn't it? It's a free-to-play game. You pay to make the game feel nicer.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
Wings.
do I need things like repair kits now?
I would say at tier 5 and above, yes. The cool thing about them is that they only cost you if you use them. So in that last battle, I didn't use mine, and I have a fire extinguisher, a repair kit, and a medipack on all my tanks tier 5 and above. That means that if I want to use them, I can use them. If I don't, I don't.
and I just crashed. So hold on.
Oh.
I clicked to buy to look at the repair kits, and the game decided that it hates me.
Aw. Well, basically, what you want to do is